You comfy? You want to grab a seat? You want? A lot of y'all this evening.
No, because Jim came in here. Right. I have to appreciate. I've been listening to y'all's shows, which is why I was like, I want to come in. It's all love and positive. Like, they be talking about other stuff on the other shows.
What shows have you listened to?
Jim whipped this show into shape. She like, okay, so this is what we're doing right now. You sit and be quiet for a second. So this is what I'm like. Go ahead, Jim. Running her little. I love it. I love it.
I love how
With
excited
you
are.
That boss attitude.
I love how excited you are. So how was everybody Valentine's Day? How's everybody's Valentine's Day?
It's good.
What did you guys do?
That face. What's that face?
Yeah, it was good. Real good.
Yeah, no, my son was home, so it wasn't that good, but it was good. We had a nice night.
So you pretty much just watched Baby Boy?
Yeah.
These are gonna be up.
Yep.
I'm still lingering.
I see.
We not mad.
Feeling popular this evening. So I'm excited. This evening we have the wonderful Miss Angelique Palmer. And I think you guys might want to give it up for her because she's absolutely incredible. I love her. And I am so looking forward to hearing some of her poetry, getting to know her as a writer. Are you excited to be here? How are you feeling this evening?
I was really, really chatty out in the hall, and now I'm kind of
it's like, oh no, the
spotlight. No. Don't feel that way because we cut up here. We act a monkey. Yeah. Anywhere I am, craziness happens. I've mastered the art of turning clumsy into sexy.
Yes. Then we are sisters. I am the Regina from Awkwardistan.
Yes.
That's exactly what I mean. So this evening we're talking about sisterhood and how we can build each other. And I feel that the world that we are in right now, it forces us to compete. It forces us to hate. We can all just get along and love one another, right? So do any of you have any experiences about that? Any bad experiences that you've actually decided to overcome?
In terms of competition?
Yeah.
Bad experiences. Oh, I think being or having the desire to be an actor and pretending that I am most days. You learn very quickly that most of the time actors aren't friends. They'll be friendly, but they're not friends because 9 times out of 10, that girl that looks just like you is up for the same role. And you can't really be friends with somebody that especially when money's involved. So there's a lot of very tricky emotional landscape there. So, and I'm not a competitive person. My brother is. That boy, he has gotten in trouble trying to be very competitive. I remember walking home from school and having to come home and open the door and stand there so he could run in so I could shut the door so that he could get the last lick because that was my life, right? So
that's pretty serious.
So growing up watching that competition was something I was just, I'm good. You win. You got the last lick. Let's go watch a movie or something.
All right. How about you, Miss Angelique?
Well, I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger sister. So most of my life has been waiting to talk. There's a lot of women in my house, and everybody's always talking. And I'm like, oh, quiet. I can get in here. Nope. What about now? And so it's been a lot of conversation, double dutch in my life. And
wow.
I'm okay with having sisters now. I didn't love it all the time. And so, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm figuring out this earpiece system here. Still.
It's all plugged in. You just got to put this in. You're good. You just put that in.
In my ear?
Push this button to talk to him.
Alongside the headphones?
Yeah. It's the most uncomfortable thing. Like the most.
All right. Can you hear me now? We good? Say it again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'm soft spoken. No, I'm not soft spoken.
But you do have
you're
to talk
definitely-
right into these. It's
I'm
just
gonna
the way they're
talk
built.
right into them.
Sorry, you were saying.
I got sidetracked. Sorry. No, I've been growing up with sisters my whole entire life. So when it took a step away from the sisters, a step into the world to find the family that I was going to create out of my friends, and that's where I learned how to be a better sister. It ironically started with a group of guys, and all praises due to Will the Real One, who is the reason I was doing poetry and slam poetry for a while. He was, I want to call him a mentor. And
Will the Real One.
yes.
That sounds familiar.
He was Mr. 305 for a while. He was the king of South Florida
He's
poetry.
from Black on Black Rhymes.
Yes, he is.
That's my home.
Talk
Yeah, back talk.
And so when he was doing poetry, he kind of took me under his wing. I was very much a baby bird and very scared all the time. And he said, "Why don't you come with me to this place where they really do poetry?" And
amen.
I said, "No, but I will follow you there." And so I got in my own car and followed him there and parked. And he put me in VIP. He just kind of sat me down and said, "Take good care of her." Got on stage and just slayed. And the whole audience was just like, "Wow." And I said, "I don't know how to do that. You tell me how to do that." And so I was his little sister for a while.
Okay.
And I was really proud of being one of the girls with all of the guys. And someone said, "Why are you so proud of that? Get closer to the women. There's nothing wrong with women. Are all of your mentors men?" And I thought about it for a long time. I started going to the Women of the World Poetry Slam, which happens in a different city every year. It's a PSI event, and that completely shaped me as to who I was going to be to my female community. And female, I hate that word, but
no, we're feeling me.
But being around those women and around gender nonconforming humans and learning how to be in a space with those people helped me to be a better sister, better sisterhood, if you will.
That's absolutely incredible. Yeah, because for me, I always wanted to be a girl's girl, but I never naturally was. You know, I always wanted to be this prissy, cutesy, a part of the circle. But my personality, I like to get dirty. I like to wrestle. I like to be silly. You know, I like whiskey. You're supposed to be ashamed of that, you know? So I completely understand. But as I get older, I realize how important sisterly love is. And we're actually getting ready to go to commercial break. So thank you for listening to Power Radio, channeling the power from within. And we will be back with Angelique Palmer.
Plays the intro, you'll switch seats with me.
You should switch seats with me.
Yeah.
They really get ready.
It's like 3 couples. No,
Yeah,
they
it
like
was-
snorting and
Yes. They had a tie off.
yes. Or each
I seen
other.
that. I seen that rubber.
Who Got Bars is coming
They
up
tied each other
in
together.
like less than 1 minute.
Leave that up on the screen because I want
So they actually.
It was more so makeup. They put makeup and stuff on. I don't think they actually got high.
I know. I think they
but
got
they
high.
know a lot about
No.
getting high.
I
like
think they
this.
got high.
I could watch this video and tell you if they were really high. Nah.
This couple
It
right
was so
here,
funny
this
though,
couple
'cause
right
she
here,
said
they were
something
faking
like,
it.
it feels like a
they all
dream
got
or something
high.
like that. And then they just got
She's
worse and
gotten
worse
high
and worse.
before. The one with the long
This
hair.
one?
The brunette? Yes.
Yeah, she's got high before.
She was too cool.
Yeah, these two were faking it.
25 minutes later, 20 minutes later.
Yeah, they really high.
What if they really get hooked off of that?
They really high.
See, she's got
high.
that's makeup. They got makeup on, but she's got high before.
No, they're really
They're high.
They're really
You
high.
can't
She's
fake that.
lethargic, all of that in her skin.
Yeah, they both high.
All right, you're on.
25 minutes later.
This is Who Got Bars.
Pew, pew, pew,
I'm
pew.
Mastermind the Genius. We got Jim Quanah and Monty in here.
Not for long, but
I mean, they leaving, but they in here right now. Damn it. Give me that. I won't hold that.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
there you go.
So, yes, this is who got what the hell? Yeah, they high for real. They get ready to have sex.
She was like, I'm afraid of heights.
They really smacked up.
She climbed up on the table.
That's what she was like, nah, I'm afraid of heights.
I'm afraid of heights.
I have to. Is there any way that we can hear it?
Yeah, on your phone.
All right.
You're tuned into the Power Radio broadcast with Jim Quanah Pharrell, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back to the Power Radio. Hey, you can keep talking to me. It's all good. Channeling the power from within. Thank you guys for listening. We have the amazing Miss Angelique Palmer. Hi. Yes. We got Big Mama Amma in the building.
What's up?
We got Mr. Michael D. Martin sitting over there.
Hey.
You thought you were going to be quiet.
Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to talk about if I could get this phone here to load. How about that? Hurry up a little bit, like right now would be great. So we're going to be talking about sisterhood, chakras that are involved in that. And we talk about that every week, what chakras are, what the energy wheel is, crystal healing, things in that nature. So I wanted to start with, if I could find it. Let's see here. I could find it. See here. Okay, great. Okay, so when looking to build new friendships or strengthen existing ones, orange crystals can help. Orange is the color of joy and friendship. And that's also up from the last chakra that we talked about last week, which was the red chakra, the root chakra that has to deal with the foundation of the body. And each chakra is actually related to an organ, a part of the body that affects the health as well. So, as I was saying, orange is the color of joy and friendship. It is also a happy, outgoing, and sharing color. It brings things and people together. It integrates the parts of our communal lives. It is the home stone, the village stone, and the community stone. Orange is a representation of community. It brings joy, friendship, pleasure, and family and togetherness. So I came up with a couple of mantras and things that I do in terms of dealing with sisterhood and issues within friendships. So I have 7. Number 1, always be honest with yourself before you can be honest with friends or anyone else. You know, it's very, very difficult the most difficult person to be honest with is self. You know, like I find myself having to go back and forth with thoughts before I can go to the person and deal with it. But you kind of have to have that moment to yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Second, always be honest in your friendships. That is the hardest thing in the world to do. Be honest with your friends. Number 3, remember, and I think that this is something that we experience within women, within people as well. Remember that nothing is a necessary competition. There is enough room for everybody, yes, even at the top. And it's important to see, I say all the time, and I have to even remind myself because I am not perfect in this either, that in order to reach success, you have to be okay with someone else getting it before you and being at peace with them and leaving that energy to constantly flow, because everything is energy. You know, I'm energy, you're in, money is energy, everything is energy. So to be able to allow something to constantly flow, you have to keep that open in a positive way. Number 4, which is always keep your word. Be consistent. That's a very, very important thing that we must do in our friendships. And I find that if one is not consistent, it can definitely be the breakdown in the friendship. Number 5, very important. If you forgive someone, actually forgive them. Don't harbor these feelings in preparation for the next argument. That is very, very important. As women, we remember everything, right? We're like little detective, Inspector Gadget, crazy, all over the place. I mean, everybody except for me. So
stop.
Everybody except for me.
Sister, I'm gonna stop.
Right? No, but it's very important to remember that you kind of have to forgive and let it go. You say you
Amen.
forgive, you gotta let it go. You cannot bring it back, even weeks after the fact or days after. You gotta let it go. Number 6, have the ugly conversations. They are very, very important to have. They're awkward. It's hard. It's hard to even start them.
I
off.
wish you all could see her face while she says she's got the biggest smile while she says, "Have the ugly conversations." They're not fun.
You know why? Because I reached the breakthrough. I've had the ugly conversations. That's why I have such a peaceful face with it, because I've actually had all of the ugly conversations with all the people I've needed to have ugly conversations with.
Wow.
And have created the space and time for me to have any more than I may need to in the future.
Wow.
Because how do you get to 40-year friendships and 20-year friendships? You have to have those ugly conversations.
The truth.
I thought you were really selfish and inconsiderate on yesterday, and let me tell you what happened. Maybe not that way, maybe get a fish fry together,
feed somebody, get them a little drunk. Well, maybe not drunk.
Fried tofu, not clear for me, because it been turned into Bad Girls Club season
right
74. How old you got to be on that show now? I might have reached it. I can't jump from chakra healing to dancing on tables, throwing women out of windows,
throwing shoes at people's face. You can't do it.
But you really not on camera. Ooh.
Everybody's got a camera now, though. That's the crazy part about the world.
Yeah, we about to
everyone.
Get
You have a right.
You pretty much always
never know.
I danced on tables before the cameras.
Right.
Oh,
yes. There are lots of people who feel that way. I did everything stupid before Facebook.
Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. And this is my favorite. Number 7. In every relationship, this is something I learned. I heard a wonderful older woman say this. And I cannot take credit for it. Miss Emma. And she said, you remember Miss Emma? Miss Emma. Miss Emma said, being happy is much more important than being right. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be right?
Amen.
Oh, won't he do it? Didn't he wake you?
Yeah.
Did he start you? Oh man, that was like one of the best days ever. It was a really rough day. And should I tell a little piece of the story?
Go.
Should I? You sure?
Go.
Okay, so Mr. Michael D. Martin and I were we came from a service actually, and he had performed that night, and Miss Emma happened to be the cab driver. And the Uber driver, yeah, she happened to be the Uber driver, messing her profession all up. There's a big difference. So she just started like giving us all of this advice on relationships and all this stuff, and it was just the wisdom and the way that she spoke, and she had this accent, and she was kind of country, and she just sounded like that. She kind of had like that mama feel, And she said, if you don't remember anything else I said, and she was saying how her husband had passed on, and she was saying that you always want to decide, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? And it was just such a very, very important moment for me, because I do think that we get caught up in being accurate and being right. And I said the correct thing, and I did the correct thing, but it's so much more important to just be with your friends, family, loved ones than being right all the time.
Amen.
Because being right can be lonely as hell, right? Is that a sermon?
Yes, it is.
If we could get the collection to
right? Pass it.
I take credit cards.
Word.
You think we're joking?
I take credit. I got credit. What do you call those? EBT card. I take. Give me an EBT. Give me
all that.
The charm card. Whatever you got. Okay.
All that.
So we're gonna turn it over a little bit and talk to Sister Angelique Palmer. How are you, beautiful?
Oh, thank you. For calling me beautiful. I'm just gonna be over here and take that. But I like your 7, and marinating on this. I've been doing a lot of excavating.
Mm-hmm.
Like I found a new spot full of fossils and things I need to dig up and unearth and be real with. And
Wow.
I didn't know it was there. And so that's the first thing is, ouch, I'm digging and it hurts. The second thing is to make sure I'm not hurting the people in my perimeter while I'm hurting, because hurting people hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
And I did. I ended up hurting a really good friend of mine. We've been friends forever. Since 2009, we met outside of a poetry venue in West Palm Beach, and we have ended up the next year being next door to each other in a hotel.
How about that?
We don't live in the same city. We don't know the same people, and yet we ended up being in almost the same room, in adjoining rooms, really. And
How about that?
we've been friends forever, and now we're not talking. We are not talking at this moment. And a lot of that has to do with me. She's, reached out. That I know. I got you. She's given me the olive branch, and what I'm trying to do is be mature enough to accept and actually genuinely forgive, and not be holding grudges and waiting to use some sort of ammo later. I have to get closer to the microphone again. I've done the thing. And so I've been told. But that's where I am right now is I listen to this kind of thing to get to myself into shape when I'm going to work in the morning, especially because if you're listening to the wrong music or the wrong thing as you're going to your place of employment, you're going to carry the wrong thing into the building.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll listen to that on the way home sometimes. But this wonderful woman with this beautiful sitar music in the background, and she just says, I choose to forgive. I choose to be free. Are you choosing to forgive? Are you choosing freedom? And it's a good reminder for myself. It's a good reminder that if I'm not choosing forgiveness, I'm keeping all of that crap that I need to walk around with. I'm the bag lady.
Yes, we both had the same thought.
And so
Had to get you some stones.
yeah. I want some of these orange stones. Let's talk about these
Get you
orange
some
stones.
carnelian.
I think, as a person, I didn't have any sisters growing up. I had brothers. So my sisters were my best friends, Ebony and Sherika. I said their names. There it is. Whatever. So, hi, ladies. No, they're not listening. They're busy people.
You don't know.
That's true. I don't know. That's very true. But I work very hard. And Ebony has 5 sisters. And Sherika and I are in the same boat. She has a little brother. I have 2 little brothers. So we were always each other's sister. And then Ebony brought her very well-versed sisterhood into it. But I don't, one of the things that I carried with me when I first came to this city was I'm never going to find anybody like them. They are the only friends I'll ever have. And so Baltimore will be a very lonely place for me. And I have been blessed to have met so many women who are awesome. It took me a long time to find some Baltimore born and bred women that I didn't offend. And it's a thing I'm working on. I don't really know how and why, but I do from time to time just offend people. Sometimes I'm too bubbly. I talk too much. It's fine. I get it. I know I have to work on that sometimes. But
we all got some work.
We all got a little bit of work about us.
Just do you. Just
It's
cool.
It's cool.
But the value in Sherika and I have been friends since we were 13. Ebony and I have been friends since we were 15. Their presence in my life is invaluable. They build me up. They encourage me. They let me know when I am dead at Dead wrong.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I'm trying. Woo, I'm trying. It's so hard for me.
Thank you for
people.
letting me know that. Because pose.
Well, I mean, it's not that you can't. We're just trying to dial. We're trying to dial it back a bit, and I'm
It's a
definitely yeah, right. So they let me know when I'm dead wrong, and there is no number you can put on that. There's a pricelessness to that, to have somebody who can see you and will treat you like you when you aren't treating you like you.
Yes, that's absolutely incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a commercial break and we're going to come back. Thank you for listening. Angelique Palmer, channeling the power from within.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
That the focus does need to be back on the family unit. What you think, Sabrina?
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, it definitely would resolve and solve a lot of community issues.
Yes.
And not just families, right? Healthy families.
Yes.
We want healthy families,
Yes.
healthy men.
Yes. Yes.
So stability there.
Yes. Healthy. That's the key.
Yeah.
And whole.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of broken. I mean, and the thing about it is each family has something that they're going through. But the key is to be able to deal with it in a healthy way, to cope with the issues. There's no family that is without some kind of issue that they deal with. But if we teach the families on how to cope with it, talk about it, get family counseling, have family meetings.
Absolutely.
These things those are the things that create the healthy family,
Help build it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely help build it.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Drug, alcohol, and gambling addiction can be devastating for you and your loved ones. Don't let the disease of addiction ruin everything you have worked so hard for. If you or a loved one is suffering from a drug, alcohol, or gambling addiction, call now and get a free confidential consultation. Help is only a phone call away. Call 1-877-867-3063. That's 1-877-867-3063.
Check out what you missed on Weird Radio.
Well, first off, let me go ahead and shout out to my bird chest gang out there.
You already, nigga.
Shout out to y'all, man. $1.60 and below. We out here, baby. Strong.
It's wintertime, man. It's not season, yo.
Strong. You feel me?
That shit go straight to the bone, boy.
Yo, this not our season. Let me tell y'all right now, this is not our season, man. Stop playing out here with these windbreakers, because we feel the wind. It don't break shit. Stop playing yourself. You feel me? Straight up.
Wear sweatpants under your jeans.
Yo,
jeans ain't outside
basketball
clothes.
shorts and all that. Some of us don't got the time to sit there and go out and buy long johns. So take the basketball shorts, take them bigger jeans that you got that ain't your size. Come on now, don't front. We all got a size bigger. Don't front. I'm a 34. I got like 8 pairs of 36s. Don't ask me why.
I used to wear 36s
all day. We gotta hide ourselves, yo. We can't let the world see who we are, because if we see who we are, they're gonna point it out.
Really, I've never needed a fucking size.
Come on now,
36 jean in my entire life.
Never.
That was mine.
My size is a 33. Only thing I'm finding that is if I'm going to court. McDonald's
32,
pants.
actually.
32. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared for you.
That's great. Great.
I want y'all to call in, and I'd love for y'all to sit there and give my man Uncle Stello some beautiful recipes so my man can eat more.
Be sure to tune in to Weird Radio every Thursday and Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway.
You're tuned in to the Power Radio broadcast with Jim Quanah Farrell, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Thank you for listening to Power Radio, channeling the powerful one, and I'm your host, Jim Quanah Farrell, and we have the honor of having Miss Angelique Palmer here with us. So I wanted to get to know you a little bit more. Your performances are, I've seen your poetry, I've studied you.
Oh,
I don't
really?
just have, yes, absolutely. I don't just have people on. I take the time to study your writing and performances. And have you always performed that way? Like, was that always your style? How did you develop?
It took a long time to not be other people. I walked around doing things that I thought were authentic to me and realizing that I was stealing from other people. And I even, copped to it a couple of times. I'm like, sorry, Jean Andrew. And then something came out of me and I was like, that sounds like me. And I've not stopped doing that. I may do it a little differently. I may tone it down or bring it back up, but I know what I sound like now. Mm-hmm. And so that felt good to make that realization. It's kind of like something that I read in an Audre Lorde book. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be myself now, as loud as I can possibly be. And I don't always do that. I don't always walk into a room with that kind of confidence, but when I do, look out. So
it seems like all the time.
No,
it seems like you've done great at not showing. Absolutely, because it seems to me that you were just so confident all of the time. Who are some of your favorite performers? Your favorite writers, performers?
That is so hard. See, no, that's not fair. If I have to have somebody motivate me, there's at least 4 different poems. One is Run by Will Rowan. I do listen to that pretty often now. He passed on, and that's what we have.
Mhm.
We have his poems. He lives through his poems. One is Instructions for a Body by Marty McConnell. I listened to that every day for a year.
Wow.
When I got up in the morning, it was part of my little listening to the right thing and getting on the right foot.
Mhm.
I love Jean Ann Verlee. Let's talk about new people, Angie. I love Lauren Bullock's poetry. She's going to be very scary if I mention her name out loud again, Lauren Bullock. And, I'm not drawing.
Well, no. That's actually pretty good. So let's go to the next segment, which is going to be 9 random things. Favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
like
pretty
that.
simple.
Favorite song?
It's weird, but You Made a Fool of Me by Michelle and Degliacello.
I love Michelle and Deggy. You have filled my heart.
She could have me.
with joy.
It's really. She could have me very easily.
I could do a really good Michelle. Okay, let me stop.
Yes,
Yes,
you
she
can.
sued me because she's not giving us a nickel. So let's just move on. Favorite show?
Television show?
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch a lot of television. I'm lying. I watch like a lot of rerun television.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell on myself real quick.
No,
You
because
ready?
I like Ally McBeal. It is what it is.
I've been watching a lot of Facts of Life.
Okay.
I identify with Tootie.
All right.
I've been watching a lot of Girlfriends.
Yes, girlfriend.
Yes, and as messed up as she is, I identify with Jones. So
Really?
I know.
See, I feel like I'm Lynn.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a struggle. Like, cause she's like I'm the perfect middle between Joan and Lynn, which is
maybe a little bit more.
If they had that character, I would be Jalen.
Hey, Joni Lynn.
Joni Lynn, girl. Joni Lynn. Favorite book?
Leaves of Grass.
Who's that by?
Walt Whitman.
Okay. Favorite author?
Audre Lorde. Walt Whitman will probably be like a close second.
Okay. Favorite sport?
Hey, stop that. No, don't call me.
You're important, girl.
I love you though, whoever called me. Tennis. I love tennis.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I love to watch baseball. I'm weird like that. Nobody likes to watch baseball.
But you like to watch
I love to watch baseball, and I love to play tennis badly.
Okay.
Like, I don't need you to be Venus or Serena over there. I'm not going to return anything. We're just going to laugh at each other all day long. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Favorite food?
I love seafood. I love crawfish. I was born in New Orleans.
Yes, I wanted to do your chart so badly, but you didn't know what time you were born. If you
I know.
Ooh.
I want to say that I was born like late night, but I feel like I'm making that up. And I didn't want to do it wrong. So I wish you could. I wish I could.
That. Bring you back for that. Favorite restaurant?
Like, I don't have a really good favorite around here.
Okay. Anywhere, really.
Yeah, no.
Nah, no favorite one.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a favorite hiding place?
Where I go and nobody can find me?
Mhm.
Yes, McKay's bookstore in Manassas. It's a used bookstore, and if you go in the back by the poetry section, which smells awful, it really does. It smells like old dusty books, but it's my favorite place to hide.
Okay. Well, at this point, could you bless us with a piece?
Absolutely. Can I look at my phone really
You can
quick?
do whatever you like.
Can I say hello to my daughter?
You can say hello to whoever you like.
Kind of blowing me up. Hi, Magali. I know that you love me, and I love you.
Yay,
Mother. Okay. This is called Be Girls Brew. I be the one that consulted the sun to sift fairy tales from attainable dreams, and I'll be the one that consulted the sun about demons and their shadow schemes. And yes, I'll be the one that bottled the sun to give to my girls who are limping in. See, I bottled the sun to give to prophets like you, who despite the tide decide to swim. And I'll be the one putting together these pieces of peace, not knowing why they were given unto me, just knowing they ain't mine to keep. They be like sun rays. You got to give that thing away. So I'll be the one pushing this lyrical elixir from the trunk of my car, working on version 2.0, adding moon and a dash of winking star. I'll be the one that consults the sun to see what the antidote for soul sickness is. Then I'll be at the stew pot with a ladle, a mason jar, and Adam's missing rib. And I'll be the one in some bad pumps, rocking Payless or Madden's or Manolos. And it won't be about me being about it, the swagger of the flow, or having y'all see what I'm sprouting. No, I'll strut because I should not be able to do so. Or further wear down this path so my girls can link arms and follow. I will shine because I was told not to glow. You know what they told me? They said, be very, very still and very, very quiet and recognize the grain and don't try to fight it. That way, no one will notice you. That way, no one can get at you. That way, no one can hurt you. And isn't the absence of pain what you desired? If you speak with your demons long enough, you will know the devil is a really good liar. So in addition, version 3.0 will have these women who raised me, these broads who said, we will love you until you can love yourself, and this love will feel like home. And then they loved me on a loan, and this loan, it felt like home. So now I am never alone, and this love feels like fire shut up in my bones. So I'll be the one pushing this lyrical elixir 3.0 with 3-inch hills and 3 tons of fire, 3 more inches of rope to pull you out of the mire, and 3 more lines of verse, because now I'm inspired. And I'll be the one holding you up, and you'll be the one holding me up, and that way we can take turns holding this thing down. Because I can't do it alone. I need you. I have hope in my heart that you need me too. And just a quick shot of this mean ass brew. Here, take a sip. Now pass that thing around.
I mean, what do you say after that?
I don't know what to say, but you gonna make me cry because I cry when you cry. I'm like, I love you.
We about to share. This is a healing moment right now. Let's get Amma some tissue. We got tissue, Jesus. We got me. I think I got some in my bra. I might. Hold on. Oh, God. You got to come back. This is healing, baby. All right. Your words are phenomenal.
I appreciate you.
Like, I don't know if you believe in past lives. I definitely do. I don't know what you did in the last one, but you definitely have unfinished work. That is certain.
Oh Lord.
You
it's a blessing. I'll take it.
Can you tell us the inspiration?
That poem is rather old.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talked on the phone a couple of days ago, and we started talking about sisterhood, and I started thinking about that poem. I wrote it for a feature Sonny Patterson was doing at the Bohemia Room in Miami. And I thought, oh, I'm going to bring this poem out. And I knew she was important, but I didn't know Sonny Patterson was Sonny Patterson. And we're standing on stage talking back and forth to each other like we grew up on the same block. And there's nobody else in this room when there's 100 other people there. And that's when that poem actually solidified. I may have been practicing parts of it there and there and there. I had mentioned to you during our break that I'm 10 years sober, and there's a lot of good women that decided that I was lovable before I did.
Wow.
that my voice was important and valuable before I did. And they said, if you need to, just borrow our faith for a little while till you get your own. And that's what that was. That's what that poem was.
Wow. You could you break down a line for us in the piece? You said, if you speak with your demons long enough. What was the rest of that line?
It was censored for radio, but the devil is a really good liar. You will realize that the devil is a really good liar, because there's a part of you that knows that anything evil wants to isolate you from everything that would love you back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you you're alone, that you're not worthy of anything, and kill yourself.
Absolutely.
And since I was a teenager, I've been dealing with that particular demon. And can I tell you how many times it's almost won?
Mm-hmm.
And it is a miracle. I'm a miracle that I'm still here. And that I should stumble upon the wealth of love in those women and in this community, this poetry community that would say you're worth loving until you can love yourself.
You are so worth loving. I mean, how are you? Oh,
say word.
But you know, but it's interesting because I find that some of the most talented, incredible people, not the ones that tell you that they're talented, not the ones that, you know what I mean, but I mean like the ones that are like really talented, very gifted, are some of the most humble people. And I find that really great human beings tend to struggle with that same exact, am I good enough, you know, should I end it all kind of experience. I'm always amazed by how I may admire someone and I see them on stage and I see just one dimension of who they are, and then getting an opportunity to know them, and then you're just like, wow, you are amazing, and you don't even have close of an idea of how amazing, you know. There was,
I shrink my head down. I
don't even know if we have enough time. We have 50 seconds we can talk about. There was a line that you had in one of your poems that actually my favorite poem by you is called Naming Things.
Oh.
In 10 seconds, can you just talk about your inspiration?
Oh, good. Magali, I get to say your name again.
Oh.
My daughter was going off to high school,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not ready for her to be anything other than a baby. And it was raining that day, and there's the poem. I just kind of watched, and I can remember when I was little and watching a raindrop go down the window and thinking.
And we're actually going to come back.
Oh,
we're going to come back and talk about this, okay?
Okay.
All right. It's my bad.
No, you're fine.
I pushed it to the very, very limit. I was trying to get out as much. You know how you got this.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm sober, so I got to learn how to transition the inebriated TC into the sober TC so I can actually hold my own against some of these people. But Stella, you said you wanted to pick his brain about ghostwriting.
Yeah, dude, like seriously, how do you feel about it? You know, in the midst of this whole Drake and Quentin Miller thing, everybody started trying to write him off and everything. Me personally, I never cared for Drake, so I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Never cared for him, so it doesn't make or break him in my book. I think with or without a ghostwriter, Drake is still one of the best rappers, not of all time, but you know, of this era.
Right.
I mean, you gotta, whether it be, you know, Take Care or, you know, anything he's put out before, like people, I think people don't understand the idea of ghostwriting. Just imagine you hot
and you got to stay hot. But in the midst of you trying to stay hot, you on tour, you on radio.
Somebody
whatever.
got to pull up the
You got somebody that's literally like, and it's not even, most of the time, it's not even writing all the bars. They got these reference tracks now and blah, blah, blah. Like with the ghostwriting joint, like, I think we also have to understand that there's two different types of people in hip hop. You have your rappers and you have your MCs.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
So
building.
you just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that. 'Cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but just like a
a little 1 2 1 2.
Hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust my sweat.
So that's mean you don't have the dance gene and you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's
not what I
was doing. I can dance, but I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Bandsy Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right, and they should.
Little Bandsy Soul.
Yeah.
But just mark it so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from.
This where it came.
Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
You're tuned in to the Power Radio broadcast with Jim Quanah Pharrell right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back at Power Radio, channeling the power from within. I am your host, Jim Quanah Pharrell. Didn't I make that sound like a milkshake? Jim Quanah Pharrell, get you some.
Yes, I want some right now.
2 scoops of 1. Okay.
Lord.
I know. Angelique Palmer, I'm sorry. I should have told you. I should have told you that I didn't have any sense. I should have. But I figured if I told you that, you may not come. So you got to leave with the best you've got. And
I'm loving it. I'm having a ball.
It has been an honor to have you here.
Yeah.
I admire you so much. You have no idea.
I cannot believe you knew naming things. That's sweet.
Really? So what does the world have to look forward to from you in 2016?
I'm glad you asked. I have a book coming out.
Okay.
It's called The Chambermaid Style Guide. It's on Sargent Press. It's going to be an actual book with an actual cover and an actual spine. My publisher, awesome. Matt Gallant, is working hard on it as we speak. I swear I'm going to get you those answers to your questions really soon, sir. And I'm going to the Women of the World Poetry Slam. I got my name drawn out of a hat.
Hey.
Thank goodness. So I get to be there with 96 or 95 other women. And we're going to do poems March 9th through the 13th in Brooklyn, New York, on the campus of Pratt University.
Awesome. So do you have any other plugs? Anything else that you wanted to?
Simply Sherry, I think a lot of the Baltimore area knows. I'm going to be doing a workshop with her on March 6th before I leave, which is my last opportunity to fundraise. Come buy my books.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, I love you. And I get to be a part of the of Kaniki's women writers group and women
shout out
who
to Kaniki. Absolutely,
write like women.
Yes, absolutely. So just everybody that's in the space right now, I just want to go around and anybody that would like to share where we can find you on social media, any plugs coming up, and because the last voice that you are going to hear is the incredible Angelique Palmer. She's going to take us out with the poem. So starting with you, Mr. Michael D. Martin.
You can find me on Facebook at Michael D. Martin, Michael, my middle initial D, my last name Martin, Martin. You can find me on Instagram at Poet Michael D. Martin. We're going to pass on.
This is Big Mama Ama. You can find me on Facebook at Big Mama Ama. You can find me on Instagram at Big Mama Ama. And you can find me on Twitter at Big Mama Ama. And that's it.
Perfect. And you can find. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm regularly on the Artist Exchange show Friday from 7 to 9, Saturday from 12 to 2.
Shouts out to the Artist Exchange. Absolutely. Thank you guys for listening. You can find me on Jimquana Farrell on Facebook, spelled JIM as in Mary, QUAN as in A, F as in Frank, ERRELL. And on Instagram, you can find me on Listen to Power Radio Show. Getting ready to bless us and close us out is the wonderful Angelique Palmer. Thank you for listening to Power Radio, channeling the power from within. Once again, I am your host, Jimquana Farrell. Go ahead, Miss Angelique Palmer. Go ahead and bless us.
When you're so many kinds of victim, you don't know if you own enough survival in your blood to press on. Your heartbeat plays icicles so well you think you're too cool to ever know warmth in a landfill of antiquated machines. You're too much corrosion to feel anything electric. If you feel this way, if you have ever felt this way, do not leave this place without letting me hug you. I do not know your song, but I for darn sure can sight read your sheet music. I don't own a map to anyone's home, but the dead ends and the U-turns, they always look the same. And I do not know a way out of this life, out of this maze, but I know that there's path. I can offer you company. I can offer that. You do not have to do this life alone. No one should.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for listening to Power Radio, channeling the power from within. I am your host, Jimquana Farrell.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
What is it about From One Mother's Heart do you feel will contribute to the community, or how do you envision From One Mother's Heart?